Be talking about why am I bare in at the camera? I don't know why I keep doing this. Hey guys, what's good? Listen guys, I'm so over this hey guys thing. I don't think you guys can actually understand. I'm just keeping it 100% raw. But yeah, what's good guys? I'm back again with another video, and this one today is one which I really wish I had seen when I was applying to university, which was, can you believe it, 2 years ago. And it's basically the topic of I'm doing, or I want to do, an easy degree or an easy course or a useless degree, let's just say. So you guys, let me tell you about my experience. So initially, back in the day, me, your girl, I wanted to be a barrister. So I probably told myself I'm gonna be a barrister, yeah.
Me, I'm gonna be sitting in those courts. Yeah, you're gonna see me up there. I'm gonna be holding that wood. I'm gonna go, you're guilty. That's gonna be me.
I said it with such conviction. I was ready. I researched law on every Google page you could find. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to this training firm. I'm gonna do. I told myself I was gonna do the most and I was gonna be a barrister. So obviously that means that I wanted to do law at undergraduate level. So it wasn't until I was 16 and I went to the Sutton Trust Summer School up in Durham, Durham University, and I went to study law for 2 weeks, I believe. Yeah, I was there for 2 weeks, or maybe it was 1 week. I was up there and we did like a little, you know, law taster. I hated it. When I said I hated it with a passion, I detested it. I hated the course. I loved the people, but I just didn't like what we were learning, or the style in which we were learning. What we were actually learning was about human rights. So I was like, oh, I kind of like this human rights stuff, you know, so it seems a bit, you know, I can do it. So I was like, okay, I want to do this human rights stuff, but I don't want to do law. I don't want to be learning about the criminal justice, and I don't want to be doing torts. I don't care. So I was just like, you know what can I do that is kind of relevant to this but not too regular to this? And I was thinking, you know what, Courtney, since you were in year 10, you've done GCSE sociology, you're doing A-level sociology, why don't you go and do social science? And I was talking to my teacher about it. I spoke to one teacher about it and I said, oh, I think I'm going to apply to do politics with sociology at university. And she literally looked me in the face and she said, if I had somebody come in here and tell me that they want a job and they did a politics and sociology degree, I wouldn't take them. But if somebody walked in and told me they had done a law degree, I would take them just like that. And so it made me question, like, all right, babes. But if I go and do this course, which genuinely interests me, which I genuinely love, which I've been doing kind of for a very long time and I have an invested interest in, will I be employable? What's my employability gonna be like? And it made me really question that, wow, Courtney, like, is there such thing as like a useless degree, and are you finna do one? So yeah, I was just like, nah, then I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go and push myself to do law. So then I spoke to another teacher and I spoke to some of my friends and they told me, listen, you're gonna be spending a lot of money on this degree, so why not do something which you enjoy and which you could make work for you? Forget about your employability prospects for just a second and think you're gonna be spending 3 years in a university learning something which you don't want to learn, and then on top of it you're paying that money so that you don't enjoy it. It doesn't make sense. So I told myself, you know what, you guys are all right, I need to do something which I'm passionate about. And that's basically the message that I want to share to you guys. We are going into a world where there's no set path anymore. You could do anything and divert your whole life to do something completely different. You could go to university and you could study, I don't know, engineering, and a year later you can decide, okay, I'm gonna go and do a conversion course, and 3 years later you're, you know, a judge at Her Majesty Royal Courts of Justice. And that's how life can easily change. And honestly, especially going to university now and going to university, which I do, it has taught me that you can divert your life pretty much to do anything as long as you put your mind to it and as long as you know the right people. So one of the key things which I want to leave with you is that although knowledge is power, passion is volume. So remember that when you have the passion behind something, you do not hesitate to tell anybody about what you know and about what you love. You shout it from the rooftop, and because you're going to university doing something which you're passionate about, you have the knowledge about it, you have the ultimate power to push your message through. So realize that university is a very short experience. It is only 3 years for some, or for most people. And you need to go to university, firstly, to do something which you enjoy. Secondly, to do something which when you leave, you feel like you have grown. You feel like you've enjoyed yourself. You need to feel like you have gained knowledge, and you need to feel empowered when you leave. And so do not have your eyes set on the, your typical doctors, lawyers, engineers. Go and do a subject which you have a genuine passion for. Gone are the days of doing a particular subject can completely leave you unemployed, because honestly we're entering a day and age where no one really cares what you did at undergraduate level. They either care what you did at master's or PhD level, or they really care about is your personality, your character, you yourself as your personal brand. And on top of it, they want to know what sort of common sense, knowledge and innovation can you bring. That's my favorite word these days. Can you guys can notice in my videos recently that innovation is my word of the month. Yeah. But yeah, what sort of spin can you bring to a particular company or to a particular firm or to a particular project? And that is what you have to try and show, no matter what it is you do. I mean, some people go into life and they do, zoology and stuff. Things which totally would have made you just go, you wasting your time, you wasting that money. But honestly, they're the ones who's getting the paper, because they're doing something which they're passionate about, which they have the knowledge for, and therefore they have the power to control the money in which they demand. And that is something that you need to do. Be the best in an industry which you are passionate about. Know things which you genuinely want to know. Don't simply, university is not like A-level and GCSEs. It's not a place where you can go to simply take in loads and loads and loads of information and then regurgitate it. Honestly, university, because you're learning something, a specific thing in such depth, you should go there and you should genuinely enjoy all the things which you are taking in. And that is one thing that even just first year alone has taught me, that if you do not have a passion for what it is you're doing, for what it is you're writing, for what it is you're reading, you're not going to enjoy yourself and you're truly going to hate your experience. So I hope you guys who are in year 12, who are about to, think about making your university choice, do bear this in mind, that there is no such thing as a useless degree. There is such thing as there is such a thing as a useless graduate. That is something that is true, because sometimes people come out of university and all they have is a degree. Whether it's a good degree or not a good degree, no one really cares. Honestly, what people are looking for now in this current economic climate is, have you got work experience? Have you done something which puts you, which makes you stand out? Have you done something which makes us say, you know what, we need that person on our team, because they're going to bring a level of uniqueness, a level of freshness to this company. That's what you should do. And honestly, if you have the passion for what it is you have done at university, that makes people want to listen to you more. And I mean, I'm not downgrading anybody who does one of the classic degrees or the classic subjects, but what I am saying is, do not go and push yourself down those avenues when that is truly not what you want to do. Why not show that actually I am capable of doing what I am passionate in, and therefore I am going to do better for myself? I mean, doing human, social and political sciences at Cambridge was the only thing I really wanted to kind of do. As it got to a point when that was all I wanted to do. The course fit me so much. This is my best chance of getting into the best uni to do the best course for me. And that's what you need to tell yourself. Obviously, everybody should want the best for themselves, and doing what it is you love honestly allows you to do that. It allows you to want to be happy. It allows you peace. And I mean, you're gonna spend meticulous amounts of time in the library. You're gonna cry, you're gonna write, you're going to read, your eyes are going to be burning you. Are you gonna do that for something which you're gonna look at the end of the year and be like, this wasn't even worth it, I hated this subject? You're just gonna roll your eyes as soon as you submit your assignment? Or do you want to do that on something which after you write, after you read, you think, wow, the world is such an interesting place? So yeah, if you think you're doing a useless degree but you have a passion for it, my friend, realize that you're not doing something as useless as you think. So yeah, I hope you guys feel motivated by that. I hope you guys kind of understood what it is I'm trying to say also, and I'll catch you in my next video. Okay, bye. You have gained knowledge, that you have gained knowledge. I'm so tired. Oh god.